Next part which we are going to discuss is about the depth energy relationship in an open channel flows. Okay, so just consider as an channel bed which is shown over here by a black color, black line we can say, having the bed slope as a S0, then depth of the flow as a Y, and discharge which is passing through that particular depth is a Q. Okay, this is in and this is out we can say. Slope of the water surface line as SW, and velocity head associated with this particular flow depth, and a discharge Q we can say, that is a phi square by 2g, whose slope is a SF we can say. Now for this case we can say the total energy will be the summation, that is a E will be equals to the datum head Z. So from the datum we can say, if this is a Z as a datum head we can say, then it will be Z plus y into cos of the theta, there is a theta is related to the angle of the bed slope, and plus the velocity head, but it will be get multiplied by the velocity correction kinetic energy correction factor, that is alpha into v square by 2g. Why cos theta we have considered? Because we are knowing that the depth of the flow is a perpendicular distance between the water surface and the bed slope we can say. So with respect to that, we used to get the angle theta, and in terms of the theta, we used to get the y and d as a cos of the theta. But most of the times what happens, the theta is a so small, and in that case the cos theta becomes 0. As a theta is a so small, so cos theta nears to the means theta is approaches to the 0 we can say nearly, so the cos 0 is a 1. It means that a cos theta equals to or nearly equals to the 1, and if the alpha, that is energy correction factor, is a 1 we can say, then in that case we is to get the total energy E is equals to Z plus y plus phi square by 2g. When we are getting this relation, when this cos theta is nearly equals to 1 and alpha equals to 1, which is nothing but the total energy E we can say. Okay, or instead of the E, what we will consider here, the TE we would like to write. It is a total energy, TE we can say. This is with respect to the datum ZZ, which we have considered here, it is below the channel bed. But if you consider the summation of the energies, if you consider the summation of the energies by considering the datum as the channel bed, it means that if you measure the associated energy with the flowing fluid as a flowing water here from the bottom of the channel, then we will get the summation of the flow depth y and the velocity here only. Okay, means what you will get here as a summation of the y, that is a flow depth, and the velocity head as a v square by 2g. Okay, so whatever the summation which we have taken of the energies associated with this flow with respect to the channel bottom in a vertically upward direction we can say, that is nothing but the only y and a velocity head, and that particular summation with respect to the channel bed is called as a specific energy. So we can say that the specific energy is nothing but the energy per unit weight, the energy per unit weight of a flowing fluid, whatever it may be the flowing fluid. Here we have considered as a water. It may happen that oil and etc. all those things. Here we have considered as a water. So the specific energy for this channel is the energy per unit weight of a water with respect to the bottom of the channel, that is the datum is considered as the bottom of the channel, means the E is nothing but the energy per unit weight of a flowing fluid with respect to the channel bottom, and this E is to consider as a specific energy, which is denoted by a letter capital E we can say. That is, if you simplify the same, or in terms of the kinetic energy and potential energy if you go for, then we can say that the velocity head is nothing but the kinetic energy, and y is the depth of the flow, that is the potential energy. So this is the summation of PE plus KE. PE plus KE we can say, only the potential energy and kinetic energy, but the whatever the potential energy which we have considered, which indicates only the depth of the flow, that is a y. Whereas the kinetic energy here we can say that is the v square by 2g. This is called as an specific energy E. Now though the total energy will be reduced, यानी कि जो भी मैग्नीट्यूड रहेगा आपका यहाँ पे टोटल एनर्जी का किसका y square by 2g and etc, then under such conditions also we can say that the specific energy for the prismatic channels remains constant throughout the length of the channel. If the channel section is a prismatic, यदि आपका channel section जो है वो आपका prismatic है, यानी कि उसका planiform, cross sectional area, bed slope, side slope, etc are constant throughout the length, it is a man-made channels we can say. For such type of the channels, whatever the specific energy used to exist, that specific energy used to remain the same or constant throughout the length of the channel. But the total energy may increase or may decrease with respect to the whatever the bed conditions used to exist, यानी कि फ्रिक्शन आपका बढ़ रहा है, कम हो रहा है, उसके हिसाब से क्या होता है, टोटल एनर्जी वो जो रहता है that used to be goes on decreasing and increasing. Similarly the specific energy also used to have from the section to the section we can say. Okay, now we will have some relationship between the discharge q and a specific energy. Okay, so if you'll go for the here the discharge as a q which we have considered specifically, then for passing this discharge q through a rectangular channel of a base width b and a flow depth y we can say, that is a for rectangular channel we can say, channel of base width as a b and a flow depth as a y. The okay, so for the considering a rectangular channel section of a base width b and flow depth as a y which is used to pass the discharge as a q, then by the relation we are knowing q is equals to area into the velocity, that is a q will be equals to area as a v into y into velocity as a v we can write over here in. Okay, so sorry, so that will be equals to now q upon b, q upon by we can say is equals to the velocity v, and we are knowing that the discharge per unit width, that is a q by b, we used to represent by a small q. Okay, so that will be the velocity v is equals to small q divided by a v, whereas small q is nothing but the discharge per unit width. V is equals to small q divided by a v. Okay, where the small q is equals to discharge q per unit width, but most of the times we used to consider the width as a unit width. Okay, then if we'll put up those things in a E equals to y plus v square by 2g. Now considering E is equals to y plus v square by 2g, that is a equation of our specific energy, then we will be putting this thing. Yes, instead of the v we are going to put the value of the v as a q by y, sorry, q by what we got here in q by y, sorry, what we have written by mistake, I had written something wrong here in. Okay, so what is that correct value, v will be equals to q by small y, whereas q is equals small q is equals to q by b, that is a discharge per unit width we can say. So this equation implies or is to change, that is a E is equals to y plus, now instead of the v there will be the q by y, that is a q upon y bracket square divided by 2g, that is specific energy E is equals to y plus q square divided by 2g y square, 2g into y square. We consider it as a equation number 2 and specific energy equation as equation number 1. Okay, this is 1 and this is a 2 we'll consider. Okay, so now from this equation 2 if we'll look into this equation number 2 neatly, then we have to find that if the Q is a constant, if this discharge Q is a constant, then this equation of a specific energy is a quadratic in a Y. This equation of a specific energy E is a quadratic in a Y if you consider the Q and G as a constant. जर का आपण Q आणि G दोघं constant पकडले तर equation of specific energy E, which is there in which we have derived now, this equation 2 is a quadratic in Y. Y चं power 2 आहे. म्हणजे काय झालं, this is a quadratic in a Y. Or second power we can say. It means that if you solve this equation, if you solve this equation for a values of y, as it is a quadratic, it means that you will get the two values of y. आपल्याला दोन व्हॅल्यू y च्या का मिळतील? Because this is a quadratic. As quadratic is there, it means that it will have the two roots. It will have the two roots we can say. ते कोणाचे असणार? y चे root असणार. It means that to pass a same discharge q, to pass a same discharge q of some specific energy E, we will have the two flow depths y as a y1 and y2. यानी कि यदि आपको ये जो डिस्चार्ज q है, some discharge q, if you want to pass through a particular channel section with a some specific energy E, then we will have the two flow depths. यानी कि we will be able to pass the same discharge q of a some specific energy E at two flow depths. That is a y1 and y2 we can say. And those two flow depths are considered as or called as alternate depths. इसके जो दो रूट्स आएंगे हमें किसके y के, those two depths we can say y1 and y2 for the same discharge q, for the same specific energy E, we can say those two flow depths are called as a alternate flow depths. Okay, so this is about the relationship between the specific energy E, flow depth y, and a discharge q we can say. I will repeat once again. So to pass a constant discharge q with a some specific energy E or a same specific energy E, we will have two depths of the flow. Why two flow depths? Because this equation is a quadratic in a y, and y is a flow depth, and those two flow depths are called as or considered as alternate flow depths. Okay, now with respect to this we are going to see that what does it mean about the specific energy curve and how to draw it. Specific energy, we do understood that whatever the energy heads we are measuring above the channel bottom or by considering the datum as the channel bottom, the summation of those energies is nothing but the specific energy, which includes the only potential energy and kinetic energy, that is the flow depth and the velocity head we can say. And by rearranging the terms, we have seen that here that for passing the constant discharge q through a particular channel section at a same specific energy, will have two flow depths, that is two depths of the flow as a y. Okay, now we'll see that how to go for the specific energy curve or what does it means about. The specific energy curve is the curve which shows the variation of the specific energy E. किसका किसका वेरिएशन आता है? स्पेसिफिक एनर्जी E का वेरिएशन आता है किसके साथ? With respect to the flow depth as a y. Means the curve which represents the variation of the specific energy E with respect to the flow depth as a y, it is considered as a specific energy curve. So how to plot it? To plot the specific energy curve, we have two methods. We have two methods. As already we are knowing that E is equals to K plus P. It means that in the first method of what we used to do, in the first method, we used to plot the different values of y. जो भी y के values रहेंगे, we used to plot the different values of y for a given discharge q. यानी कि जो भी discharge q है, वो पास करने के लिए जो भी हमारे पास different values रहेंगे, we used to plot those values of y with respect to the values of the specific energy E. यानी कि y का value put up करके constant discharge के लिए जो भी आपका specific energy का value मिलेगा, we used to plot them and we used to join those points by a smooth curve. Then we used to get directly a specific energy curve. And another one method is that firstly drawing a curve for potential energy curve, that is a y we can say, as E and Y, those are directly proportional to each other, we can say. So this is a straight line. That is a curve for the potential energy, we can say. That is a straight line passing through the origin. Okay, और उसका जो angle रहेगा, that angle will be 45 degree with respect to both the axis, that is a x axis we can say and the y axis we can say. If this is our flow depth y on the y axis we can say, and this is a specific energy E on the x axis, then in the second method, first we used to go for this specific, sorry, potential energy as a y, as it is a directly proportional, so it will be a straight line we can say, that is a passing through the origin, which is to make an angle of 45 degree with both the axes, that is x and y. Okay, so this is nothing but the potential energy, that is a Pe is equals to y. Then we used to plot the another curve for the kinetic energy, that is a q square upon twice gy square. Now here q is a constant, if you put consider, then y is having second power. It means that as this is a it is having a second power, we can say it will be a parabolic in nature, as iska power 2 hai, so it will be a somewhat a parabolic in nature. So we used to get a somewhat like this. Just a minute, I will go for this curve of the kinetic energy. We used to get a like this. It is to meet asymptotically to the specific energy E and to the flow depth Y, we can say. This is for a Q square divided by twice G into Y square. And after combining these two curves, that is a potential energy and kinetic energy, we used to get a specific energy curve. So that specific energy curve used to be or appears to be like this. Just a minute, I will go for that. It used to be like this one. Okay, and it is to meet asymptotically to the this curve, and here for the potential energy also. Okay, somewhat like this curve we used to get. So here on this curve we can say we used to have a number of observations from this curve. Okay, यहाँ पे so whatever this curve point or bend point we used to observe here in, suppose that this curve as a point B and point C. So ABC, if you consider as a specific energy curve, it is a combination of the potential energy and the kinetic energy curve. Then we used to have the various parameters associated with this. So it represents the C point, represents the point of a critical energy, we can say. This specific energy E related to this point C is called as a critical energy, and the flow depth related to that, that is called as a YC. So I would like to write here as a YC. So YC is nothing but the critical flow depth. Okay, associated specific energy as a E minimum, we can say. This is a E minimum. Now from this particular curve, you will consider any 2 points over that. Okay, any 2 points over that. Suppose that somewhere else here I would like to consider, suppose that this is one of the point, then associated point with this will be of a same specific energy we will have on the lower limb of the curve. On the same curve we will have the 2 points for a same specific energy. This specific energy I have considered. So we'll have the 2 points on rising limb, we can say, that is a AC, or upper limb AC and lower limb BC, we can say. Consider this as a point 1 we will go for, and another one as a 2, or whatever it may be. Suppose that this is a 2 and this is a 1. Those are related to the flow depth I'm considering over here in. So we will plot them on a y-axis, which represents the depth of the flows. Then we can say that the same specific energy, or a this is a y2 and this as a y1. So a discharge q of a same specific energy will be passed at two alternate depths, y1 and y2. This depth is a y1. I would like to take somewhat outside so that you will get an idea of what I want to say. Sorry, this is a y1 and this one is a y2. From here to hit this one. Okay, and this is a critical point. So at a critical point, whenever we used to talk about, at a critical point. So whatever the flow is to pass at a critical point, that flow is called as a critical flow, and where the Proud number is to exactly 1 at this particular critical point, we can say, or a critical flow depth. So whatever the Proud number is to exist, that Proud number is a exactly 1. And when that flow is to pass above this critical line, we can say, or above the critical flow depth, same discharge is now passing at a larger depth. Same discharge q is a passing at a larger depth, where the Proud number used to be a less than 1, because here the velocity will be the less, because depth is increasing, and related flow is called as a subcritical flow. This is called as a subcritical flow related to the Proud number 1. This is called as a critical flow. And when we are passing the same discharge at a depth less than that of the critical depth, that is y1, we can say, here depth is decreasing, means the velocity is increasing. As the velocity is increasing, so that particular Proud number associated with that flow used to be more than 1. So for this case, Proud number is greater than 1, and associated flow is called as supercritical flow. So this flow is a supercritical flow, we can say, and Proud number is a greater than 1 for this particular condition, isn't it? This is a E minimum, that is a minimum specific energy, we can say. Again, if you go for a dropping of this point on the specific energy, then we used to get this dimension as a nearly about 2/3 of E minimum, 2/3 of a E minimum, and remaining this one as a 1/3 of a E minimum. This one I'm talking about. This is a 1/3 of a E minimum, and this is about a 2/3 of a E minimum. So what else I want to say over here? So whatever the two depths which I was talking about for a same specific energy E, that is alternate depths, we can say. So these are the two depths for passing the same discharge Q. Okay. So for that particular condition, we used to get those two alternate depths, and they are called as y1 and y2. Okay. So from this particular specific energy curve, we can draw some conclusions. Okay, so what are those? A flow of some specific energy. Some means, suppose that here we have a magnitude as a 2 units. I'm considering here as a magnitude of 2 units. So that's flow of a 2 unit specific energy, we will be able to pass at a 2 depths. Means if you put up the value of E as a 2, Q as a constant, G as a constant, we will have the two flow depths, that is a y1 and y2. At one of the depth, the flow will be supercritical, that is a Proud number will be more, velocity will be more, whereas at another depth, the flow depth will be in the one of the depth, that is first one, we can say, the depth will be less than the critical. So flow depth will be less than the critical, velocity will be more, and that flow will be the supercritical. Whereas at the another depth, which is more than the critical depth, we can say, that is this second depth y2, we can say, the depth of the flow will be much more than that of the critical depth. And as depth is much more, so the associated velocity of the flow will be so less, or less, we can say. As velocity is less, Proud number will be less, because Proud number is equals to root phi by root gd, direct proportion is there, and associated that flow is called as a subcritical, subcritical, critical, and supercritical. At critical, Proud number is exactly 1. Associated flow depth is a critical, that is a YC. Associated discharge is a QC, that is a critical discharge, we can say that. Okay. So likewise, we used to have an observations. Once again, I will repeat the same. When the discharge is passing at a y is equals to y2, the discharge is passing at a y is equals to y2, the depth of the flow will be more, and flow velocity will be less, isn't it? And vice versa, we can say. Another observation I can put forth over here: with a decrease in a difference between two depths, it will go for decreasing the it will decrease the difference between two flow depths, यानी कि 2 और 1 जो है y2 और y1 जो है, if we are decreasing this difference then we will be approaching to the critical condition. ये difference कम होता जा रहा है, यानी कि we are moving towards this critical condition we can say. Okay, so when we are decreasing this difference between the two flow depths, then we are approaching to the critical condition, and at one point used to be there in the two flow depths, that is a supercritical depth we can say and subcritical depth we can say. That is a depths related to the supercritical flow and subcritical flow, they used to get intermingle with each other, they used to get combine with each other. त्या दोन्ही फ्लो डेप्थची एकच फ्लो डेप्थ होते, and that flow depth we used to see as a critical flow depth where the specific energy E is a minimum. या कंडिशनला काय असणार आहे, here the difference between the two alternate depths is a zero. At that point we can say that the specific energy is a minimum and the associated depth is a critical. On other hand, if we are moving away from the critical point to the right hand side we can say, then the specific energy goes on increasing, and with increasing specific energy the difference between two alternate depths also goes on increasing and increasing, isn't it? So those are the some of the observations we can say related to the specific energy curve. If you go for the particular channel section, suppose that this is a channel section about which we are talking about all those things, all those parameters we can say, then related to the critical we can say this will be the critical I would like to mark as a YC. Same discharge Q we are considering as a constant discharge. Okay, then at two depths we will be able to pass the same. Suppose that corresponding to the two I would like to consider here as, so this will be our depth as a y2 we can say, and this depth we can say at somewhere else here as a y1. Okay, so this depth as a y1 means same discharge q we will be able to pass at a depth y1 or at a depth y2 through the same channel section. But whenever we are changing the flow depth for a same specific energy is the same, but we are changing the depth, then in that case we are changing the velocity, or indirectly we are changing the velocity, because depth is increasing, velocity is reducing. When depth is reducing, velocity is increasing, or vice versa conditions used to exist. So likewise we used to have the conditions, and at one of the depth where that specific energy won't become less than that, that associated flow depth is a YC, that is a critical we can say, and associated specific energy is a E minimum. याच्यापेक्षा आपण कमी specific energy करू शकत नाहीये. That specific energy is called as a critical specific energy or minimum specific energy, and associated depth of the flow as a critical flow depth, beyond which we will be able to pass the same discharge of the same specific energy at a different depths we can say. if you are changing the discharge, ये हो गया हमारा small q1. ओके, मान लो कि ये q था, अभी मैं नेक्स्ट वाला ले देता हूँ, मान लो कि q1 मैंने ले लिया है. Okay, suppose that another discharge we have taken the q1 we can say. So for q1 either less or more, as per that we used to get the another curve. Suppose that we have another curve for a same as like this, we used to get the curve as like this. Then specific energy will change, that minimum quantity will change as the q changing. जैसे जैसे आपका q बढ़ेगा, it is constant now. If it is a increasing, then the E minimum also going to increase. If it is decreasing, E minimum also going to decrease likewise. And it is a power having a two power we can say, quadratic, so it will be a parabolic in nature. So likewise we used to get a specific energy curve, and its applications we will have in a different sectors. Those applications and all those things we are going to discuss in the next session. Okay,